One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to a city immortalized in song, Kalamazoo, Michigan, Waldo Stadium, and home to the Western Michigan Broncos. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Western Michigan Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Will boot it away to start the game. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So SMU's offense will get the first possession of the game. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Mustangs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just...
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it at the 30. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Power football with the run. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Touchdown, SMU! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. Out of bounds at the 34, a productive job by the return team. So Western Michigan's offense will get the ball for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country, and how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays on him.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
You wonder if there's just a little bit of rust with this offense right now coming off the bye week, right? They just haven't been able to get clicking in this game throwing the football. They're going to have to find that mojo and get back into a rhythm here pretty quickly.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Finds his man. It's Terrell. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Saunders. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Mustangs are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Mustangs. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Old Dominion delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the Sun Belt. Trust me when I say the party is on in Norfolk. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Sun Belt.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The play action fake. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Oh, he got loose. Racing down the left side. Past the 20. Touchdown Broncos. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. It's complete.
You're going to have to design something a little bit better than that, fellas. I mean, you're throwing the football, you get 1 yard, and that was not an easy catch by him. Toe tapped, made sure he got his foot down, but I don't know if that was worth it for a 1-yard gain.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it, fires to the left. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Mustangs in the hurry-up.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Breaks into the open. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option, the give. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. He's got an open man. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line.
Green 25.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. After getting nothing on the last snap, let's see if they try to run it in on third and... The sneak scores it!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Plucks it out of the air. And the runner is down, and so is the flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got the big tight end on the corner route. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Broncos have their offense in high gear. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Hard running there. All right, guys, let's talk a little Western Michigan. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Unloads to the right. Got it. Oh, it's a fumble. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. 1st and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum.
22 water.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal for this offense. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. He wants it all. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Wants to pass. Bringing the heat. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Wide open downfield. There he goes. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. And the Mustangs will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Yes, the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Algier. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on 1st down, but the defense was ready. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Kalamazoo. And we've got to start our report by shouting out that quarterback. My man was dropping dimes like a bank robber, one after another, right on the money, spreading the wealth. Are you picking up on the theme here, people? Long ways to go, I know. But if this continues, that young man is going to be cashing in more ways than one. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Waldo Stadium.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive in their own 25. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring goal.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down touchdown scoring right here would be huge.
And the Broncos just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now. Here's second and long. This time it's complete. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open...
Touchdown, Western Michigan! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
21, Western Michigan, 14.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. A strike downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. That's reeled in. It's Saunders. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at it. If you do that, and you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick six. So really good job by the quarterback there.
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Mustangs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll go to the air. Rush is on him. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, SMU! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Minnesota is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things in Minneapolis. Trust me when I tell you that. On this field and off it, this game is not over. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Penn State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. They're going to go right back to him on first down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Broncos are marching down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. And the Broncos will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Broncos! And the comeback is on. The AT unit on the field.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Inside a minute to go here in the 3rd. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, what a game this guy's been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick.
And the defense got him at the 27.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Unleashes one. Finds a man by himself. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Looking for a gap. It's Algier. Headed to the end zone. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Illegal blocking.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Touchdown, Western Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The extra point here would tie the game. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pressure coming, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. The Broncos trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Completes the shuffle pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Got the 1st down and more.
When you're a defensive lineman, you're trying to get underneath the offensive lineman as fast as possible, dive in there and create like a pile in the backfield where the quarterback can't move his feet. Because you see the quarterback on QB sneaks, grabs the football and tries to just keep his feet moving and just try to get an inch or a yard, whatever it takes. But the defensive line has to do a good job of getting in the backfield.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Mustangs line up to punt it away.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes. But you got to find something to have success.
Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. He's going for the big play. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. On the move at the 30. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Broncos. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's Saunders. Turns it on in midfield. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Saunders.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Hauls it in. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Mustangs. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it has gone final in that fascinating Pac-12 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Baylor found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Bears football today. Those BU fans won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. Fun one in the Pac-12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They'll run it from the gun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Broncos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Takes a handoff. It's Algier. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Here comes the heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Well, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out. But if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. Can't take negative plays at this point.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. On 4th down, going to the air. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, David.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
Coming out with it, it's Saunders. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
No gain on the play.
And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Hit as he throws. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time help force the incompletion.
Makes the catch. First down and maybe a lot more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
QB spikes it. No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Had to get rid of it quickly. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
He's taking the deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. In this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David, they played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments they can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.